out front, and we have our two females back here, Bixby and Brighton, and we're gonna go ahead and do some training sessions with them. All of the sea otters are definitely unique. And that's one of the best parts about working with them is getting to know each of them on an individual basis and building that relationship with them. Deck. Good. Good job. There's a squid. Look. Good. Bump. Good. I never met a sea otter until coming to Georgia Aquarium. Stay. And I couldn't love them more. Go ahead, come. There's different populations of sea otters, and the southern sea otters, they're considered an internationally endangered species. Go ahead. We have Bixby in a net because they might need different medical therapies, and so in this net behavior, we're able to give Bixby different injections. So if medically she ever needed something, good, high five, good. This net is a great option. You did it. Water. All the way. Good. And then Lindsay, if you don't mind handing me that, she did a fantastic job, so I'm gonna give her some enrichment. Enrichment is anything that we can add to their environment to stimulate them. So all of this right here. And we'll go ahead and work with Brighton. Come. Good. I want to do some of her novel behaviors because she finds them reinforcing. Pocket. Good. Deck. Up. Show everyone what you do with this. Nose. Good. Good job. Good. Deck. Brighton came from Monterey Bay's rescue program in 2010. When they found her, she was really ill, and she wouldn't have made it out in the open ocean. And so they were able to bring her into Monterey Bay Aquarium, and there, you were able to get all better. And now you're healthy. Good. And you're gonna have a new friend. You are. Can I see that one too? Good. We learned about a week ago that there is a stranded sea otter pup at Monterey Bay Aquarium. This pup is going to be coming to Georgia Aquarium. Kind of like when Brighton came in a long time ago and someone went and got her. Good. When they called and told me that I was gonna help bring this pup back here, I felt like it was just one of the happiest days of my life, knowing that I was gonna give her this home so that she has a chance at life. I just can't wait. You did so well, Bee. I'm so excited for today. I woke up at 3:07 and I haven't gone back to sleep.
Today is a very important day. We get to bring Mara up to the habitat. Gibson, we are still working with him. He just got weaned off his bottle, so he needs a little bit more time.
Moving day, Mara. You ready?
Incoming.
Mara, welcome to Sea Otters. Look at it. Are you ready? Where are we?
Coming out of quarantine, we're first introducing Mara to our medical pool adjacent to our sea otter habitat. And that's a space that's very accessible for us. It actually almost mimics the spaces that she's been exposed to so far.
She's never been here before, so it's a lot for a little sea otter to take in.
She looks good.
She's really comfortable.
Yeah. Phase 2.
See you in a minute, Mallory.
We have Brighton in the habitat, and Mallory's gonna go out and point her into that smaller area.
Good.
Sea otters are generally fairly social, especially females. And so an animal meeting or coming across another animal is generally a pretty common occurrence and something that they're fairly adapted to handle.
Brighton, water. Okay, we'll close it. Oh. Who is that?
Mara is vocalizing because I think she's taken it all in. I think this is quite a difference than her last, couple weeks of life. Brighton is doing wonderful.
What's Brighton doing, ignoring her?
Yes, I like it. It scares us when you see that first introduction. Like, please be kind.
You're okay, Mara. There. Good. Mara and Brighton are just sniffing each other right now, checking each other out just a little bit. This is awesome.
See if she'll follow you out. I'm sure she will. Good girl.
Good job. Did you come over here? You got it. It's just the water. There you go. Good job.
Good. These guys are carnivorous mammals, and they're known for eating crustaceans, small fish, and they have the sweetest hands. They're almost like little people hands. They'll use their little hands and mouths to open up the muscles and then chew into the juicy center. Daisy's 3 years old and Percival is 4 years old. And they're always curious. They like to get into everything.
We got a call saying that a hat had been dropped in the enclosure and the otters were having a bit of fun with it. So I had to pick it up. They'd almost tried to take it into their nest there, I think, in the log. Anyone's hat? By the looks of it, they'd had a bit of fun, but the people did still want it back. There you go. Good as new. Not sure if they're going to wear it, though.
These little guys are classified as vulnerable in the wild. They suffer a lot from habitat destruction and also overfishing.
Are they all Steve Irwin's pets? I wouldn't really call them pets, but they're definitely all animals that Steve loved. Steve actually really loved the otters because they were so cheeky. If anything, I think I heard he was a little bit scared of them, more than crocs. Good boy.
Alrighty guys, good morning everybody and welcome to Australia Zoo. Allow me to introduce to you our beautiful pair of Asian small-clawed otters.
Otter demonstrations are extremely important, and they also serve a great purpose of keeping these little cheeky guys having fun days.
Daisy and Percy are still reasonably new to Australia Zoo and we are still building our relationships with them. So what Kelsey's doing at the moment is a technique called station training. Each otter has their own stations, which they need to reach and stay at in order to receive a piece of food.
The one thing about otters is that they are really intelligent, so we're constantly working to make sure their minds are active. What might seem like some fun otter conditioning is actually simulating exactly what the otters would be doing in the wild. Problem solving, helping to make sure they're constantly thinking about what's to come.
All right, come on, place. The otters are super excited to see me, mainly because they know I have a pouch full of their food by my side. So I brought their absolute favourites, little bits of chicken neck and also their favourite fish. They have an extremely high metabolism, to the point where they actually need to consume 1/3 of their body weight every single day.
Here's your station.
You can teach them different areas based off the word you're using. It's called station training.
Daisy?
Daisy goes to the large log in the enclosure. Percy, station. And our boy Percy goes to the top of the waterfall. Percy. Oh, you got that one. So what we're going to do today is still station training, but we're going to be teaching them to identify a rock that we're going to call place. So just much smaller areas for them that we can call them to as sort of a central location that they understand. Place. They're very easily distracted. Daisy a little bit less because she is so good with training and very focused on the food, but Percy's very easily distracted. Station. Percy, station. 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 Good boy. So many things I love about them. I love that they have such unique personalities. Every single otter is different. Station. So you really have to get to know them and get to see how they're thinking. They're a lot of fun to train because they are so smart and so food motivated, but they're really cheeky.
Daisy, place.
Percy, place.
Daisy, look.
Otters have moved straight onto their rocks when we took our place.
Daisy free.
So it shows that training is really working well.
That was really good.
Yeah, no, he was really good too.
Right now, you can see behind me, there's a lot of people lining up for our otter demonstration. This is where all of the keepers' hard work and training pays off.
So this is the first day that we're bringing our new training into our morning otter show. So it's the first time that the public's going to see it, and pretty much there's going to be a lot of distractions and things that they haven't seen before while we're doing this training, so it is a bit of a test for them.
Yay, I'm so excited.
Welcome back, you two. The girls have actually been doing the hard work. They've been training for active little otters.
Otter demonstrations are so important. We want to educate everyone who comes to Australia Zoo about how special otters truly are and the fact that we need to protect them in the wild. We also want to make sure that the otters are always happy and healthy.
So we can use this training in all aspects of our day-to-day workings with them. We can get them to stand and hold that position and then reward them with a bit of food. When the girls are in there training them, we've always got something tasty in the pouches.
The otters are so clever, and I really think they have responded to the training really well.
Spice it up a little bit.
Good boy.
And they get so happy when they get their food.
Absolutely.
Look at their little face when they start eating. It's the funniest thing.
I'm just gonna go to Dr. Sykes and let him know that you're on your way down.
Okay.
But you can go ahead and just let us know what he's in.
Monty, our 2-year-old male small-clawed otter, is getting immobilized today. We think maybe he damaged his tooth, so that's why we want to make sure we do a full dental workup today.
I can go down?
Yep.
Okay. This otter's been having some difficulty chewing, and so we need to try to get a look in his mouth. But the only way to really look inside of his mouth is to put him under anesthesia.
Okay, are you ready? You want to do the squeezing?
Yeah, I can. Whenever you're ready.
Okay.
Good boy.
You good?
His leg's moving a bit.
Yeah, but that's why you're holding them.
Okay.
We are headed to the health center where we will do a thorough exam, radiographs, and a full physical.
It's his first immobilization.
It is.
I'm hoping that there's nothing serious going on with Monty. He was the first otter baby that was born since I've been the senior keeper here, so he is definitely special.
Let's go put him on.
We're gonna take him off the meat log.
Watch your foot. So far, I don't see anything wrong. I don't see anything stuck in there or any evidence of an infected tooth or a broken tooth. There's nothing going on underneath the gums, and everything looks pretty good. I think he'll wake up okay. We're almost done. He's a little bit sensitive on his left side, which sometimes means that there's some inflammation of the gums, like gingivitis, and so some of that comes from having tartar. We want to clean off what's there and smooth out his teeth just in case that's part of what's bothering him, and that's why he's not chewing so well on that side.
So we'll continue to keep an eye on him.
Yeah.
We can put him on a course of anti-inflammatories.
Okay. Yeah, he was.
It was a little nerve-wracking for all of us.
All right, thanks.
Thank you.
Hopefully these new meds that he'll be on for a few days will help with the inflammation, and we can give Monty whatever snack he wants to eat on exhibit.